No, not that he thinks. Now, I want people to pay attention to what I'm saying here. Not that Donald Trump is anything like, politically speaking, like Ronald Reagan. But it is plausible that Donald Trump is the Reagan for our time. Now, it has been a long time. What has it been now? 30 years. That's a generation. Reagan is now a generation removed. So obviously, you got the millennials. There are a whole new crop of young people that were either very, very young babies or weren't even born yet when Reagan was in office. I'm talking his second term and his first term. 30 years ago was what, 86? We're getting into the latter days of Reagan's administration. So you're born in 86, don't know what the hell is going on. By the time he gets out of office, you're still not even in kindergarten yet. So Reagan is now a generation removed. So we have millennials, those under 30, 35, that really don't know who he is because they're not being taught in school about him. That's for sure. We know that's for sure. Except for the fact that, the revisionist history, whatever is being taught is a revisionist negative history. And some of these kids today, they think Reagan was terrible. And when you try to press them and trying to get the answer of why do you think he's terrible, and their answers, you're like, where did you get that? That's not Reagan. I've even heard some millennials ascribe things that happened during his tenure as president that actually happened under Jimmy Carter. So I know our educational system is trying to rewrite history with the young and trying to tell them that Reagan was not one of the greatest presidents of the 20th century, but he was equivalent of Jimmy Carter. So what we really need to do is, I guess, we really need to make sure that we're educating these people and getting them to start to think, because it just comes back to me the interview that Neil Cavuto did with that one college student and how shallow, sad she was. I mean, it really is. This ignorance is an epidemic. And it's not just ignorance. It's a lack of the ability for those in the millennial age to actually think. Because all that they're really doing is feeling. Now, I understand that, when you're in college, you're young, you have a lot of emotions. You're not sure, haven't fully learned how to control those emotions. For a number of reasons. Trust me, it's not biological, by the way. No, because human beings are quite capable of growing up and maturing quite early. Have to. Today we want to extend adolescence, and this is parents. This is part of the baby boomer problem too. Parents not wanting to grow up either. Now, this is a whole new topic. And the good Lord just put this on me right now. And I got to tell you, I'm going to have to get to this during the next, go straight through into the next, after the next. Because this is important. I want you to think about this seriously. What we have right now is we've got the baby boomer generation that has raised the millennials. They've had the millennials and they've raised them. Now, the baby boomer generation, if you understand who they are and what they did, they're the 60s flower children. They're the ones that went to Woodstock. Peace, love, and understanding, and let's do heroin and, not heroin, but they did LSD and all kind of other old-fashioned, old-time drugs that some of them are making a comeback right now. But they did all that wonderful stuff. flower children. They were against the war in Vietnam, and they were part of the reason that some of the Vietnam vets are so messed up today, because they came back and they were spat upon at the airports and bus stations and called baby killers and all that stuff. And now those are the people that are getting ready to retire that raised what we're calling the millennials. Now, the problem is the baby boomers are also the first generation that wants to live forever. They didn't want to get old. All of this explosion about products and services to try to keep people young came about and was catered directly to the baby boomers from the 80s, 90s into today. They didn't want to grow up. They don't want to grow old. And one of the ways that you don't grow old is by having kids and keeping your kids. So we have been coddling our kids, this new millennial generation, far beyond the point where previous generations stopped. You got into high school, the greatest generation, World War II, my parents and previous generations, you got into high school and a little bit before high school. Hey, now you're, bar mitzvah, 13, now you're a man. Bat mitzvah, 13, now you're a woman. You got to start acting like that. Today, oh my God, we got them at 18 years old, and they're still coddled little children. They're still children. They're not adults. We don't go through this adult, transition program anymore. We don't do bar mitzvahs or anything like that. Well, the Jewish community still does a little bit, but we don't do bar mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs and things like that to usher them into manhood and womanhood. We say, 16? No. We want to extend youth far beyond what is practical. Kids get into college at 18, 19, 20 years old. They're still acting like they're freshmen. We'll be right back with this one. Trust me, I'm not done yet.
Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Sign him up for the Box of Bait Club and he'll never be hungry again. The Box of Bait Club is a brand new dream come true for every fisherman. Something new and different in your tackle box every month. Every month, another excuse to get outside and do what you love. Don't let this one get away. The Box of Bait Club is currently accepting a limited number of pre-orders with subscriptions starting at $39.95 per month. Find out more now. Log on to boxofbaitclub.com.
I'm just so happy my father had a chance to see his kids before he passed. I just want to say thank you.
When her father fell ill, the American Red Cross was able to help get Veronica's brother home from the Navy to speak to his father one last time. It's thanks to your donations that we can connect military families when they need it most. Please donate today at redcross.org.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich? Working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare? Having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom133.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom133.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom133.com. Go to freedom133.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom133.com.
Attention business owners. We know that owning a business means getting things done right now. So if your right now list includes a new building, call the Right Now Company. General Steel. We can design a building for your business quickly and save you thousands of dollars. That's right, thousands. You may think General Steel only builds large projects or that you can't afford General Steel quality. Well, check these prices. How about a 40 by 60 foot building for under $22,000 or even a 50 by 100 for under $35,000? That's right, a 5,000 square foot building for under $35,000. And these buildings all have General Steel quality. Best of all, you can still order a building and have it delivered in time to build this year. How's that for right now? So if your right now list includes a new building, call the Right Now Company, General Steel.
800-393-5756. 800-393-5756. 800-393-5756. That's 800-393-5756.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
Boy, man, I had a rough night's sleep. Boy, I got a letter from the IRS yesterday and I just couldn't sleep. Man, I'm dying here. Somebody help me.
IRS problems affect more than just your finances. If you're ready to take back control of your life and you owe more than $10,000, you need to call the Tax Doctor. Their expert staff can immediately protect you from the IRS and state collectors and get you the best possible tax settlement guaranteed. The IRS has recently released new programs geared in helping struggling taxpayers, where you may qualify to settle your tax debt and wipe out up to 85% or more of what you currently owe. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call the Tax Doctor right now. See if you qualify to pay less. 800-989-1694. 800-989-1694. 800-989-1694. Again, 800-989-1694.
You want to know what time it is? It's time to bring the rain.
Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge.
Still coming to you live via my bunkerized home studio somewhere within the great granite state of New Hampshire, even in spite of Comcast. Yeah, Comcast is my highest. Well, I'm not even going to get into that. It is, I'm still located somewhere within the great granite state of New Hampshire, where the state motto is live free or die. I don't plan on leaving anytime soon. I really like this. But I tell other people, especially if you're not a conservative,